Good afternoon, lovely spirits. It's the wise servant here, Mr. Solace. I come in the sign of the rising sun. Peace and wisdom. First, I want to start off by saying, you guys, it's very important that you begin to respect, give, and receive. This is the start of balancing self out. So you have to respect a balance. Live in that way physically. And it's just like, the low parts of life are the high parts of life. You have to be open to a thing. You have to be walking that path. And this is how things kind of open up for you. So I want to start off by saying that hopefully everyone's in peaceful, humble spirits. Now I want to do this very short video for you guys. And I want to magnify the point of you guys saving your ejaculation. Meaning, it's very important that you restrain yourself from having sex as well as masturbation. Now, I'm not talking about your whole life. But, for many of us, we're old now. So you've kind of been wasting it your whole life. And I'm going to get into why this is important. Because this is not taught in today's times. It's just taught, not to have sex because it's a sin. But most people are not even clear on what a sin is. And, there's nothing in depth to that teachings. So I want to, explain this to you guys as best as I can. Like I said, it's very important that, you take 3.5 year spurts where you don't, spill any semen, whether you're male or female. And, if you choose to spill semen after that, kind of keep yourself balanced. Now, I'm going to go a little deep, First thing I want to do is ask you guys, what do you get out of ejaculating, meaning having an orgasm? What do you truly get out of it? Besides, that pleasurable feeling. And this is my point. For most people, or for everyone, you get nothing out of it. It's just for the moment we kind of do it. And then after that, it's just whatever. It's really something that you don't need to do. But we do it in ignorance, not seeing like what's the big deal. And I'm going to explain what the big deal is. It is better for you to keep that sexual energy within yourself as opposed to releasing it. Because it will work as a healing agent for you in any affliction you may have. Whether it be a minor cut, cold, disease, STD, anything you can think of. So you can say your sexual energies or that ejaculation or orgasm, that energy is your self-healing, mechanism. Now, it's coming from your flower, meaning when you ejaculate, whatever that energy is, it is coming from your cerebellum, which is in your brain. Now, your pineal gland is attached to that flower. It looks like a flower. Within the cerebellum, you have the vermis. And this is what looks like a flower. This is what the cerebellum kind of protects. And so that flower is attached to the pineal gland. Now, the pineal gland produces DMT, dimethyltryptamine. Some people say dimethyltryptamine. But this is a drug that your brain produces, literally. Now, this is also produced on Earth by plants. So it is like I said, within your body or your world, you have that medicinal flower. And, that thing is for healing you, your emotional state, as well as your physical state. as well as any affliction you may have. And when we ejaculate, so this is what we are wasting. Just like when we get high recreationally, we are wasting medicinals for the pleasure. And it's a deep thing I want you guys to grasp. It's like a balance. Your brain produces this medicine. What is it called? I'm sorry, DMT, dimethyltryptamine. Your brain produces this throughout your whole life. And when you ejaculate, this is you kind of wasting it for the, high of the orgasm. Now, as you get older, of course, your body stops producing this as much as it would have when you were younger. Now, if you're ejaculating your whole life pretty much all the way into your old age, because a lot of people, they masturbate daily. So most people, they ejaculate daily, at least 3-4 times a week. And so this is a very deep thing I want you to grasp. By the time you get to old age, for most people, they have an imbalance, meaning they have, wasted most of their medicine, if that makes sense to you. They've used most of it for the purposes of the pleasure of the high or the orgasm. And so now as the body's producing this and you're getting older in age, so it's producing less and less, meaning less amounts of it, you wasting it is detrimental because like I said, that medicine is, it has to do with your lifespan as well. So you can look at it like this. When you ejaculate, and that medicine of self is kind of intervened in this whole process. Now you have to grasp, when you ejaculate, whether you're male or female, what you're ejaculating is coming up from above. And so you have cells below, sperm cells or egg cells, and you have brain cells above. When you ejaculate, you are ejaculating what is above down below and out, of course. Now, what's above? Brain cells, neuron cells, your thoughts, your conscious is dependent on these things. Now, if you're ejaculating it all out, as well as wasting, the medicinals of the flower of self,